Hello, welcome to class today. Today's theme, so we are moving, hurtling towards the spring equinox. It is in 1 week's time. After it being torrential rain here for about 2 weeks. Today is dry, it's quite warm for England in March. We're feeling this upward rising energy. So as we've been traveling through our practices from the beginning of this new solar cycle, so the beginning of the year, we've been feeling those deep grounding, putting those foundations in place. We've been inviting a bit of fluidity, adaptability, that kind of watery vibe, that kind of watery feeling, that nourishment, that source of life. Also thinking of the breath, we've been connected into a little bit of fire, just warmth, bringing a bit of this warmth, this kind of defrosting, thawing out, bringing a bit of that passion of that sort of life, joy, passion back into our lives. And today we're really moving in upwards again into the heart space, the heart chakra, the heart energy center that sits right in the center of the chest. And it's this beautiful point of balance as well. So today we're thinking about opening our hearts, but doing so with balance. So thinking about boundaries as well. So with that in mind, come to a comfortable seated position, sit on a block or prop. You can lie down if you really want to. You can have the legs crossed or in front of you. And you can either take an easy pose, hands on the knees, or take a jhana mudra with the thumb and the little finger together, just rest gently on the knees. Or if you want to bring the hands to a hasta mudra, a hand gesture that supports where we're going with our practice today, we're going to come to Padma, so lotus. So bring the thumbs and the little fingers together, let the other fingers spread out like a little beautiful lotus flower in front of the heart, closing the eyes down or softening the gaze. Giving yourself a few moments to settle. Starting your practice with that question of self-inquiry. How do I feel? You might notice how we feel physically first. Perhaps take a little roll of the shoulders, sit up a little taller. Dropping slowly into the breath as we inhale, fill the body. Exhale, slow release through the mouth. And again, inhale. Let it go. One more together. Release. Staying with those long, deep breaths. Lengthening the exhale as you go. Noticing if there's any areas of tension, perhaps any stickiness, heaviness, any barriers you feel inside, be it in the body, the mind, or the heart. And as we stay with these nice, long, balancing breaths, we're going to start to notice the words in the mind, the tone of the words in the mind, how we speak to ourselves. We're going to notice how those words we speak, or those words our mind speaks to us, we are not our thoughts, affects how we feel. And so really starting to open the heart to ourselves. Sometimes it's so much easier to say a kind thing, or to be someone's supporter, someone else's supporter. But when it comes to ourselves, sometimes there's a barrier. For whatever reason, experience, kind of culture, expectations, we might not be able to turn that same level of love, of compassion, of empathy to ourselves. So today our practice, as always, is to get a little closer to ourselves, but to really observe, to notice where those barriers might come up, to us really embracing all of who we are, truly loving every single part of ourselves. And as we do that, we might notice that we need a little more balance. Maybe we need a little more space and time for ourselves. Maybe we need to be able to say no, or maybe we need to be able to say yes more to ourselves. So finding this balance is really important at all times, all cycles of life. Sometimes it's harder, and then we have to adapt what that balance looks like. But our practice can always help bring us back. So maybe set a little intention. Maybe it's just a feeling of warmth, of kindness, of openness. Maybe it's self-supporting affirmation. I am enough. I am everything. I am all. I am love. I am loved. I am worthy of love. And from here, we're going to slowly invite some movement into the body. So as you inhale, lift your Padma, your lotus to the sky, open all of the fingers, and then exhale, come back down, maybe soften the fingers inwards. Inhale, so lift and open. Exhale, back to heart. Lift and open one more time. This time, burst the arms apart. Spread the fingers, turn the fingers downwards towards the floor as you soften the shoulders. Keep the arms out to the side. Maybe keep the eyes closed if you prefer. Really flex the fingers down, the hands away, opening the arms. Try and soften the shoulders. If the shoulders are by the ears, bring them down. Openness, releasing tension. If we find a point of tension, we've talked about this before. Try and soften, create space, truth physically, mentally, emotionally. And then drop the hands either onto the hips, elbows back, so not out to the side, backwards, or bring the hands all the way onto the earth behind you. Lift, burst the heart to the sky. So we're really working into the heart space today. Reminding ourselves that the heart space is 360 degrees. That energy works in all directions. So we're thinking of opening the front body, the back body, the side body, creating all that space so that we can shed that away in every part of ourselves. We can love every part of ourselves, even the bits that really we're not particularly friendly with. It's there for a reason. All is welcome. One more breath. And then we're going to inhale, lift the hands. I'll mirror you. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Take the left hand in front, the right hand behind. Really try and keep the spine nice and long. Settle here. One more breath. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Exhale, turn all the way around to the other side, to the left, long spine. One more breath here. And then gently come back to center. From here, if you're sat on anything, get rid of it. And then we're going to lengthen the legs. So I'm going to bring my legs sideways just so that you can see me better. Also, I'm going to show you the soles of my feet. So let's bend the right knee in. You can either have the right foot on the floor next to the leg here, or we can cross it all the way over a little bit deeper. From here, we're going to take a slightly deeper twist. Try and keep this left leg and foot engaged. So draw the toes up. We're going to inhale to the sky. Exhale, turn to the left. You can either draw the right arm or elbow inside the knee, or you can tuck it around and hug. Maybe that allows us to twist a little deeper. Lift the chin, turn over the shoulder. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. If you've got the leg crossed over, the right leg crossed over, you might be able to bring that right foot onto its side. Deepen that internal rotation. If not, we can place, just next to it this side, we can place the right foot, the sole of the right foot into the left leg. So we've still got this hip opening here. So wherever you are, again, keep that left leg long, the foot flexed, nice and engaged. Inhale, lift, exhale, forward. Let the head and neck go. If you can't take hold of the foot, just rest the hands on the leg, the floor. One breath here. Slowly lifting. We swap sides. So lengthen the right leg, bend the left knee, left foot to the ground, maybe step it over. We're going to twist. So inhale to the sky. Exhale, turn to the right this time, arm in front of or hugging into the bent knee. Right hand behind you, lift up through the crown. of the head. Really open the heart as you lift. One more inhale. Come back through center. Either press the left sole of the foot into the right thigh or bring the side of the left foot onto the floor to deepen that internal hip rotation. Flex the right toes. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower, letting go. Finding all of that space in the back of the heart space now. So really stretching out through the spine, the ribs, the lower back. Release any compression. One more breath here. And then gradually rising up. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the ground. We're coming to Navasana boat pose. So inhale, lift. Exhale, start to tip. We're finding our tipping point. Maybe we can lift the feet. Maybe we're just at the toes. Maybe we can have the legs out in front of us. Hold here. Exhale, bring the feet down, sit up. So try and keep this level along spine, not collapse. Holding in through the core. Inhale here. Exhale, come back. Maybe this time you lift the arms and the legs a little more. Slowly, with control, coming back. One more. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back to your variation, maybe with the arms and legs straight. One more breath. Slowly come down. If you can, cross the legs. We're going to come all the way over on hands and knees. We're going to take some nice big rolls in the hips, in the shoulders, maybe even you wiggle the spine, the elbows, inviting all of that lovely juicy lubrication into the joints. Pause, come all the way back, the other way. Opening the spine, off the shoulders, the hips. Listen to the body, connect deeply. One more circle. Then widen the knees, sink the bottom back. Lower the head to the floor if you can. Take Balasana Child's Pose. We might be more like someone where here, that's fine. Just try and let the head and neck go. Wherever we are, release, release, release. One more breath. From here, walking the hands back towards the knees. Tuck the toes. We're going to see if we can come backwards into a forward fold, Uttanasana. See if coming up that way doesn't work for your knees, and just gently find your way up to this forward fold. Let gravity do its work. Draw the body down. If the hands aren't on the floor, doesn't matter. You might be dangling. You might have the hands on the legs. You might hold the elbows. Your choice. Opening the whole back body, backs of the legs, the lower back, the spine, the shoulders. Let it all go like a rag doll. If you want, you can soften the knees and take a little wiggle. One more breath. And then we slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We're going to take a little moment to build a little bit of strength in the feet, in the ankles. They're holding stuff, it's very important. So walk the feet in maybe a little bit, so the right end to the hips. You can have hands to heart or to the hips, and we're going to try and come up onto tippy toes with the breath. So look forwards, find a point to look at. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, and then exhale slowly with control. Try and come down and lift the toes. So flexing the whole foot. Inhale, woo, come up. Exhale, slowly release, lift the toes. Last one. Inhale, come up all the way onto your tippy toes. Don't worry, you're wobbling or you fall. Kindness, compassion for yourself. One more breath here. Exhale, slowly release, lift the toes. Well done. Let the toes come down. Bring the hands to the heart if they're not already. We're going to come to a standing balance now. So slowly peel up the right toes. Soft bend in the left knee. Look forward. When you're ready, inhale, lift the right toes off the ground. If that's really difficult, keep the toes on the floor. That's fine. We just want to find that shift in the weight. Try not to collapse back. Lift up nice and tall, hands at the heart. Inhale here. As we exhale, cross the legs. If you can, bend the standing leg a little bit. The front toes can be off the ground, they can be on the ground. From here, inhale, we're going to draw a big semicircle with the toes so that we're crossing the right foot behind the left one. And again, inhale, draw that semicircle. The toes can be on the floor or off. Cross the legs. And again, coming back. Last one. Drop that toe all the way back. This time, as you cross the right foot behind the left, sink. If you can, come to your Padma Mudra, open the hands. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, come back. The legs are wobbling. Inhale, lift that right foot. And then we're going to very slowly step the right foot forward. Drop the back heel. We're in a warrior one stance. Virabhadrasana 1. So front foot, front knees is facing forward. Try not to let the knees bow. Try and keep everything facing forwards. Back foot is on the diagonal. Try and bring the left ribs forward so the spine is straight. From here, we're going to lift our hands. Try and come to a crescent lunge. So you're sending the lower body forward, the upper body backwards. Yes, one more inhale here. And then we're all going to exhale, turn, swivel on the feet, come to the left. Wide stance, hands to the heart. Toes are facing slightly outwards. And from here, we're going to come to side lunge, Skandasana. So inhale here. We're coming to the back of the mat first. So bend the left foot. You might come to here. Wherever you are, try and keep the body upright, not collapsing forwards. If you've got a deeper squat, you might come all the way down. You can get your left heel down, then well done. And then we're going to swap sides. So inhale, swap sides. Try and keep as low as you can, coming to the front of the mat, into the right knee. Once more, we change. Come to the back of the mat, bend to the left knee. If you can, we can bring the right hand down, the left hand up. If we're in the standing version, we might still be able to do this. Keep looking up at the left hand for one more breath. And then slowly walk yourself all the way back down to the front of the mat. Bend the front right knee. You can always bring the back left knee down if that lunge Unconditional is too intense for you. Lift the heart. Really drop forward. So we're stretching out into the front of the pelvis, the left psoas muscle. That psoas muscle is said to hold fear in traditional Chinese medicine. So if we allow fear to get in our way, it might help us release here. One more breath. And then slowly come back either to tabletop. Nice, strong tabletop. So weight with the hands, tummy tucked in. Or you can come to plank. Again, with the plank, weight is forward, using the tummy muscles to hold us in. One more breath. And then we're going to come down to the earth. So either bend the elbows, press back up into an up dog, or you can slide forward onto your forearms if that's too intense. Have the elbows into the shoulders, look forward, still taking that heart opener into your sphinx. One breath here. Wherever you are, slide the hands into the shoulders, elbows back, roll all the way back, tuck your toes. And we're going to try here, I'll come around this way so you can see me, to roll back. We want to bring, if we can, the heels to touch the toes out. I know for some people, bringing the heels together because we have tight lower legs is really difficult. So if you can't bring the heels together, bring the feet a little wider. And this might be enough for us in this little squatting position. We might be able to bring the hands to the knees, maybe to the heart. The further up you come, the more you've got to trust and balance. Ideally, once you come all the way up, you can sit your sitting bones, so at the very bottom of the pelvis onto the heels, so it gives us this really lovely alignment. If being up on your toes and your feet like this is just an absolute no-go for you, see if you can come here with the knees down. Again, if this is far too much on the feet, maybe we come here. If kneeling isn't your friend, then let the legs come out in front of you, nice and long. Wherever you are, we're going to try and hold here for 2 breaths. Really lengthening through the spine, sinking the hips, the toes into the earth. One more. Slowly bring the hands down, raise the hips. We're all coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Your variation, lengthening the whole back body, opening. One more breath. When we slowly peel up, so soft bend in the knees, roll up through the body, open the heart, maybe roll the shoulders, hands back to the heart. Bring the feet into the shoulders. We're going to come to those toe balances. So look forward, hands to heart or the hips. Again, whichever works best for you. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, lift up, tippy toes. Exhale, slow release, lift the toes. And again, rocking up. Releasing back down onto the heels. Once more, lift, hold here if you can. Keep lifting if you fall. Don't give yourself a hard time, try not to. Take a breath. Come back, release, lift the toes, and then stand fully on the floor. Now we feel the feet are a bit more engaged. We've woken them up, so really press the feet into the ground. Shifting the weight to the right foot, peel up the left. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, cross the legs, maybe bend that back leg. Inhale to lift. Draw that circle, so either drawing that semicircle with the toe on the ground, or if we can, we're going to lift, open the hip, and then cross behind to keep looking forward. Inhale, we come round. Drop to the front. Keep going. Inhale to lift. Exhale to cross. Once more each way. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cross in front. Once more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cross behind. Sink. Maybe open the hands to Padma. Maybe inhale to the sky. Exhale back to the heart. One more breath. Inhale, lift the left foot, slide or step forwards, coming to your lunge here. I'm just going to swap sides so I can see you better. Warrior one starts, front foot forward, back foot behind. Take a nice deep inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Come to your crescent lunge, so send the lower body forward, burst the upper body to the sky. One more inhale. This time we turn into the right, hands to heart, wide leg stance, let the toes turn out. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the back right knee, coming to your side lunge skandasana, maybe slightly higher, maybe slightly lower. Inhale, swap sides. Come to the front of the mat, left knee bends. One more. Inhale, come to the back of the mat. If you can, take that twist. So left hand down, right hand up. So opposite hand down. One more inhale here. And gradually walk yourself back to the front of the mat. Swivel the left toes. Come into your lunge, either with the knee up or the knee down. Either way, sink low, really stretching into the right side of the pelvis, the psoas muscles. One more breath. Well done. And step back, either to plank or to tabletop. Remembering to keep nice and active, weight forward, tummy tucked in. One more breath. Coming down, either walk to forearms and slide onto the tummy for Sphinx, or bend the elbows backwards, hug the ribs, chaturanga, lower the body, and then lift. Whichever vinyasa works for you, hold here. Slowly inhale, roll up, bring the knees wide, sink the bottom back, let the head come down, long stretch. From the head, all the way down to the spine, creating that space between each vertebrae. Maybe taking a couple of deeper breaths. Oh, release onto the earth, let the exhale leave the body. Just noticing where you feel perhaps more open, more balanced, observing how you feel the thoughts in your mind. Coming back to affirmation, I am worthy, I am enough, I am loved, I am love, I am all. Reminding yourself, repeating that to you throughout your practice, building that practice of self-love, self-empathy, self-compassion. One more breath here. I'm just turning around so you can see me when we come up. We're going to roll up, tuck the toes, press ourselves back. Uttanasana, forward fold. Just one breath. We're going a little quicker this time. Inhale, lift. Hands all the way to the sky this time. Maybe send the hips forward, the heart backwards. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming straight into a one-leg standing balance. Inhale, lift. Right foot. Exhale, cross in front. Inhale, draw your semicircle, cross behind. Keep with it. Inhale, forwards and cross. Exhale, backwards and cross. One more of each, coming forwards. Last one. Cross the leg behind. Sink. Send your lotus to the sky. One more breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Lift the knee. Inhale, step forwards. Exhale, sink. Warrior one lunge. Right knee forward. Inhale, lift. Crescent lunge. Exhale, open to the left. Big star shape. This time, open the heart. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Inhale. And let go. From here to the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. If you want to, add the revolve twist. So right hand down, left hand up, swapping sides, cross the arms, swap the arms. Bringing the left hand down, right hand up. And again, swapping sides. Into the left knee, right hand down, left hand up, hold here. And then bring both hands down to the ground. Try and sit back on your bottom. If it's not that easy, just come down, however works for you. We're going to tuck this front right leg in and then draw the left knee close to us. We're going to try for a little bit of a bind. So really trying to twist and open the spine. So we're going to inhale left arm up. If you want to take the slightly easier version, we're going to wrap the arm around the outside of the knee. I'm sorry, I haven't mirrored you. This is our left side. And then we're going to take the right arm out and gradually twist over the right shoulder. Really trying to draw the right hand to the left side of the body, but keep the spine nice and high, nice and long, shoulders low. If you want to try the full bind, then we're going to take the left arm, stretch forward, so we're having to sink in the spine, inside that left knee. Then rotate the arm, then the elbow, and take the right hand behind you. Grab hold of the hands if you can. If your arms don't quite reach, but you're nearly there, you can use a yoga strap or a dressing gown, cord, or anything like that, scarf, and try and sit up. Look over to the right, one more breath, and then slowly release out of the bind. Keep that right leg tucked in. We're going to take hold of the left foot, again with the hands. You can wrap the strap around the bottom of the foot. You can take yogi big toe hold, so middle finger and index finger. I don't know why I always struggle with which fingers it is. Bring the right hands onto the knee or the earth. We're going to lengthen that leg. So if you've got a strap, you can wrap it around the bottom of the leg and hold the strap lower down if you can't reach the toes. And then if you can, maybe open the leg out to the side. Sit up nice and tall, maybe we even lift. All right, I'll look really happy, let go of the tension in our face. Well done. Slowly cross that left leg in front. Bring the hands down. We're coming forward either into plank or to take. Your choice, whichever works for you. One more breath. And then you can either walk yourself back from here, or if the knees are down, tuck the toes, walk back. We're going to try and come into this squatting position. Remember, you can have the knees down, you can have the toes tucked in, or you can simply sit with the legs out in front of you. But if we can, let's come into this balancing posture. Again, the more you can sit back so that the spine is upright, the longer you should be able to hold here. So we've got that real alignment in the body. But it's all just practice. If we fall, that's part of the fun. The humble tumble. And you can either have the hands resting on the knees, or you can come back to heart, Anjali prayer, or Padma, lotus. You might even inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale back to the heart, wherever you are. Hands down, raise the hips. Oh, Uttanasana, let the head and neck go. 2 breaths. Your way. One more. Inhale, we rise. Lift the hands all the way to the sky. Maybe take a little back bend. Exhale to heart. This time, we're going to lift the left leg. So inhale, look forward, lift the left leg. Exhale, cross the left foot in front of the right, little bend in both knees. Look forward. Inhale, take that semicircle, cross the left leg behind. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Or keep the toe on the floor, come round, semicircles. Open and behind. One more each way. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Sink. Maybe come back to your Padma Mudra. Inhale, lift to the sky. One more breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Lift that front left leg. Inhale, step it forward. Come to your lunge again. I'm just going to swap sides so you can see me. Warrior one lunge. Keep that front knee straight. Inhale, lift the arms, burst the heart open. Sink. One more breath. On the next inhale, turn to the right, open into a massive star shape. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Pause here. If the stance has got a little wide and heel toe in, we're coming to the back of the mat, so right knee first. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the right knee. You might come to the twist, left arm down. Right arm up. Swap sides. Inhale. Bend the left front knee, right hand down. One more. Swapping side. Lift the right hand. And then from here, bring both hands down. We'll slowly sit back. We've got the right knee tucked in, the left leg long. Bend that right knee onto the floor. And then we're going to try and come, oh sorry, don't bring it onto the floor at all. We're coming to our twist first. Bend the left foot in. That's where I was going. So either taking the right arm around the right leg, left arm out and coming into that half bind, or slowly tipping forward, bringing the right shoulder inside the right knee, trying to come to that full version of the bind. Noticing that one side might feel really quite different to the other. Really try and sit up, look over the left shoulder. Wherever you are, don't worry if it's too much, come out. Gradually come back. And then we're going to tuck in that right leg. Take hold of the left foot. And we did this last time, didn't we? Tuck in the left foot. Take hold of the right leg and lift. So again, you can use the toes, the fingers on the big toe. You can take hold with both hands if that works better for you. You can wrap your strap with your dressing gown or your scarf around the foot and hold the scarf. Try and sit up nice and tall. Maybe draw the leg out to the side a little more. Maybe we lift the other arm. Yes, beautiful. Sit up, lift the chin, smile. And then cross that right leg in front. Come all the way back round to the front of the mat, into your plank or your tabletop. Keep the tummy muscles in. Last one. One more. Find your way to the earth, however works for you, into Sphinx, Cobra, or a little bit lower, or up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana here, and then gradually rolling ourselves back up, walking back into our very last seated or squatting balance. Sit up tall. Maybe find the hands to the heart. If you can, we're going to take 3 rising Padma mudras. So in, lift, exhale to the heart. Keep correcting that balance as we wibble wobble around. Inhale to lift. You can do it. Even if you fall, we tried. We're on the journey. One more. Opening the heart to all the bits, the possibilities of what you might do, even if not now, in the future. And then slowly hands down. Walk forward. Knees to the earth, untuck the toes, head comes down. Balasana, your version, whatever works for you. Let it go, 2 breaths. One more. Slowly sliding up. We're going to swing the legs around. Might need to scoot forward on your mat, and then come and lie down in a minute. Give the legs a little wiggle, lift your cat, start all of that. And then slowly hands to the earth. Coming down, lift the legs. They don't have to be totally straight. You might just dingle dangle them here. We want to let all of that energy roll back the other way. Try and press the spine into the earth. Slow the breath right down. Feel the heart pumping in the chest. Feel all of that space that you're creating in your practice, in the physical body, the mind, the heart space. Maybe take a few little wiggles of the ankles. And then we want a final twist. So bring the feet to the earth, bent knees. Cross the right knee over the left if you can. It does make it more intense. I feel like you need to deep stretch here. If it's too much, then keep the legs uncrossed. Let the knees come to the right, so that top knee is leaning. If you can, turn the head to the left. Find that lovely length all down the left side of the body. Over the glutes, into the hip. Release with the breath. One more here. Slowly come up to center, uncross the legs, left leg on top. And then let that left knee draw you over to the left, look to the right. Sorry, I'm struggling with my directions today. So left leg on top, knees to the left, hip to the right. 2 breaths. 1 more. We come all the way up and back, uncross the legs, maybe just draw the knees into the chest for a big squeeze or a hug, maybe take the hands to the knees, take a lovely little spinal massage from one side of the pelvis to the other into the sacrum, either side of the spine, come back the other way. Oh, it feels really good. Oh, giving yourself what you need, not being afraid to ask for it, to take it. 1 more. And then gently let the legs come along. If you've got a bolster or something supportive that you can put under your knees, great. Let the hands come out to the side, traditional Shavasana. Nice deep inhale. Let it go. Oh. Lovely, lovely. Coming to this beautiful position of softness, of release, of surrender as you allow the earth to hold you, the earth's embrace. With each exhale, allowing the physical body to melt away into the earth. Shedding anything stuck or sticky or heavy. Allowing the petals of that lotus flower at the heart to open, to take up space, to absorb all that light and energy that's out there for it to absorb and enjoy. That's feeling, that sense of blossom, bloom, open, absorbing, expanding. As you take these final moments in your Shavasana. And if you have the time, please stay here as long as you can. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour. We should all be so lucky, hey? But if you can, please stay. If you do need to keep to time, then let's slowly start to wake up the physical body, maybe a little wiggle, maybe a deep inhale and sigh. Oh, maybe a big stretch of your yawn. Slowly bending the knees, maybe bring the knees back into the chest, or take those little circles or rocks from side to side until you can gradually roll onto one side. Give yourself a moment. Gradually lifting. Coming back to a comfortable seated position, bringing the hands to heart, either prayer and Jali Mudra, or open to your Padma lotus. Feel that feeling of openness, expansion, blooming and blossoming. Coming back to your affirmation. I am enough. I am all. I am everything. I am loved. I am loved. I am worthy. Reminding yourself of that need of balance in your life between the internal and the external. Between what you give and what you receive, whether you give it to yourself or receive it from somewhere else. Sending yourself in these final moments of all of those beautiful feelings of love, compassion, empathy that you give to everybody else, send them right back into your own heart. As you thank yourself for your beautiful practice today. And a big thank you from me for all of you for joining me in this beautiful practice. Thank you.